All right, my friends, this is lesson 5.2. We're going to be dividing whole numbers by two-digit numbers. Now, before we go into this, let's not stress out. This really is exactly the same process we've been doing, only with numbers that are a little bit larger. We will practice together, so let's not worry. Here's your I can statement. I can divide whole numbers by two-digit numbers. We've been using one-digit numbers so far. We're going to start with 2. Get that written down and then continue. All right, so let's review the methods that we've talked about. These are the problems we've worked with. Remember that we have the the expanded notation method. Some of you prefer that. Or we have the shortcut method. So here's the good news, that both of these methods work for two digits also. Okay, so we're not learning anything new. We're just working with a bigger number in this part right here. No worries. All right, so let's look at this problem with the expanded notation method. So I rewrite it, the first number inside the bracket. All right, now what I'm going to be thinking about is the first thing I want to do is I want to round my divisor. 32 is not really an easy number to work with. I don't know how many 32s are in 2048, but I might be able to make a better guess if I change this into a number that's easier to work with. So I'm going to round that down to 30. Now, whenever you round down, you're going to write the number that you're using below. If I were to round this up, like if this were 36 and I were going to round it up to 40, then I'd put my 40 up here. So now I'm going to ask myself, okay, 30 doesn't go into 2, it doesn't go into 20. I'm going to be thinking about, okay, how many 30s are in, I'm going to be thinking about this as 200. Well, I know, okay, here we go. When I look at this problem, I'm asking myself, how many times does 30 actually go into 2,000? I prefer to look at it as 200 and then add a 0. So I know that 6 times 30 is 180. And since I've got that extra spot there, I'm actually going to be using 60. So I know there's about 60 30s in 2,000. That's what this is about over here. But now I can't just use that rounded off number because I've got 32 here. So by rounding, that gives us a good number to start with. But when I actually do my multiplying, I need to use the original number. So I need to do 60 times 32. Now on your paper, you might just have to write that down over here and multiply that out. Some of you might be able to do this in your head. But when you multiply it out, 60 times 32, or 6 times 32 is 192, and then you add the 0. So we subtract, we've got 128 left. So again, I want to go back to my rounded off number and think about, okay, how many 30s are in 128? Well, I know that 4 times 3 is 12, so 4 times 30 is 120. So probably 4 is going to be a good number to start with. I have to go back and multiply the exact number. 4 times 32 happens to be exactly 128, and then I have nothing left. So now I take my 60 plus my 4, and I can see that my answer is 64. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing different. It's just that this number is bigger, so we want to round it so that we can work with an easier number before we actually do the exact multiplying with the original number. Let's see what this looks like with the shortcut method. Same problem. So I'm going to be asking, I'm going to round the divisor again. So I'm going to use 30. And when I look at this, I'm going to ask myself, okay, about how many times will 30 go into 200? So we know that that's 6, because 6 times 30 is 180, but I need to multiply by the original number. So I'm going to do 6 times 32, okay, which is 192. Again, you might have to write that over here, 32 times 6, multiply it out. Some of you can do it in your head. Either way, it doesn't matter. So we did our multiplying, so we're going to subtract. We have 12. I check, make sure that this number is lower than 32, and then the B means bring down, okay? So check the poster, bring down. So now I repeat, okay, how many, let's go to 30. How many 30s are in 128? Well, I know that 4 times 30 is 120. 4 times 32 is exactly 128. I subtract, check, nothing else to bring down, so my answer is 64. Now, if I wanted to double check this, I could do 64 times 32, and I should get 2,048. All right, so I'm going to give you a minute to try one. So go ahead and copy this down. So you'll put your first number inside the bracket. You're going to be divided by 18. Okay, now remember, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and try this. Remember that we want to round 18. So that's going to be 20, right? So we're going to be thinking about, okay, how many 20s can fit into 106? Or if you're doing the expanded method, how many 20s will be in 1,000? Give this a try, and in just a minute I'll show you the answer. See if you're right. All right, so did you round the divisor? Again, you should have attacked it just like any other division problem. If you did it correctly, your answer should be 58 with a remainder of 17. How'd you do? Okay, if you didn't get that, don't worry. We'll be practicing together. And now, I want to give you a clue of something to watch out for. Sometimes we overestimate. So let me show you what I mean. If I round this down to 50, and I think about, okay, how many 50s are going to fit into this? And I know that 5 times 5 is 25, so 5 times 50 is going to be 250. Well, when I actually do 5 times 54, I get 270. So 253 minus 270, I can't do that, can I? Okay, so how do I know that the first estimated digit 5 is wrong? Well, because this is too big to be subtracted. Okay, so I have overestimated. This number's too big. So what should I do? If that number's too big, I'm going to have to go one less, which in this case would be 4. Okay, so 4 times 54 is 216. So now I can do my subtracting. I'm going to get 37. I check. I bring down. So I'm going to try to figure out how many 50s are in 378. Well, I know that 7 times 5 is 35. When I actually do my multiplying, oh, I get exactly 378. Awesome. So I can do that subtraction, and I know that my answer is 47. Okay? All right, so here are your practice problems. Remember, feel free to go back and rewatch the video, do whatever it takes, look at your notes, and we will be practicing together. It's done exactly the same way. It's just that these are bigger numbers. Guiding question. I was going to say see you soon, but I knew I had one more thing. How do you know if the estimated digit is too big? If that happens, what should you do? Okay, be ready to discuss this in class. It's what I just mentioned in the previous part. All right, see you soon.